Alright, this video is first of all a sincere thank you to everybody who subscribed to my channel. It may seem like a small thing, but actually getting 100 subscribers let me finally get my own proper URL instead of that long string of gobbledygook. My initial hope was to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, and it's not even October. But honestly, subscriber count is just a corollary to what really counts, so let me now thank everyone who spent time watching my videos and leaving feedback. It's very humbling and rewarding to hear others get enjoyment out of these videos because I get a lot of enjoyment out of making them, and it's very rare for those two things to overlap in life. I'm also still amazed by how positive and generous people have been toward me on this channel. I don't think I'm the most patient or forgiving person, and yet people have shown so much patience and forgiveness to me when I've recorded subnormal gameplay that it's really inspired me to be a better person myself. Yes, that was a rehearsed statement. I don't feel I've earned any of this goodwill, and I'm determined to make up the deficit and show more patience and give more benefit of the doubt to others, not just on the internet, but in real life. I won't stop being critical because, as I've said before, I'm only critical of things I love, and I'm sure I'll still get frustrated by setbacks, but I'll do my best to stay positive and constructive. That's the sort of tone I want my channel to have. It's the sort of channel I like to watch, and it's the sort of channel I want to make. So now to the nitty-gritty of this update. I'm looking down the road at my schedule for October, at the very least October. This may not be that interesting to many of you, but it certainly will help me to articulate my schedule, and additionally sharing my plan will allow for feedback, and I welcome any suggestions. So anyway, here we go. My goal is to upload 4 times per day with 4 ongoing series. I'd like to leave 4 additional time slots open and hope to fill those as well if time permits. That would be 8 uploads a day though, and I'm not sure I'll manage to pull it off. In fact, I'm quite certain I can't. But right now, I'm committing to 4. The 4 main time slots are 12 a.m., 6 a.m., 12 p.m., and 6 p.m. And the other 4 secondary time slots are 3 a.m., 9 a.m., 3 p.m., and 9 p.m. I have a lot of viewership from outside the US, probably about 40% currently, and considering the US itself has a 3-hour time zone spread, I think an even distribution makes the most sense. At 12 a.m., I want to play Dominion Sport. My current playthrough isn't very good, I think, so I'd like a do-over. I'm leaning towards an early age Maverny, Ape Kings, or Helheim. I hope to run a more competent campaign this time. I've been playing a lot off-camera as well, but need to stop so I don't burn out. At 6 a.m., I will continue with Craft the World. I expect I'll get to the 4th and final world in October, but may not finish it. May not finish it by the end of October, that is. After that, I'd like to go and look at what's left in the multiplayer of the game, and check out those features. At 12 p.m., Battle Brothers will continue with its daytime drama. I'm really hoping not to mess this run up. My personal goal is to keep the Cocksure Queens alive through October. At 6 p.m. I want to play Thea the Awakening. Win or lose, my current goal is to get Morena up to level 5, and then either use her again at godlike difficulty, or pick a new god and do another difficult run. Maybe with a slight boost or nerf in difficulty settings depending on whether I finish Morena at level 1 successfully. So those are the 4 that I'm basically committing to at the moment. Here are the games I want to cover in addition to that. At 3 a.m., I want to bring back RimWorld. I like the game a lot. A new version has been released. All that's left is for me to get good. But I took it a little too personally last time I got attacked by pirates and eaten by wargs that I decided I needed to deflate my ego for a bit. At 9 a.m., I'd like to do more StarBound, but I'm afraid I'll have to settle on non-permadeath mode. I'll probably try to go through the game once just to finish the story. Then maybe I'll do an Iron Man sandbox game. It's just the fact that they don't give you a hotkey for the teleportation button. It feels like the game is actively trying to kill me with its user interface. And my mouse just doesn't scroll that fast either. Anyway, I won't make a decision on StarBound until I complete Master of Orion, which currently occupies that time slot. At 3 p.m., I think I'll keep things open. If I do any random videos or vlogs, let's look at, reviews, comedy, polemics, whatnot, I think this is the time slot I will schedule those. And Starbucks for Life in winter should be coming eventually. Finally, at 9 p.m., I think I'll keep Starcrawlers, though honestly I'm considering suspending that series as I have with Sheltered. I like both those games, but I feel that when I'm bored playing a game, it won't make for a good video. So it might be time for a break. and rather than trying to bring in another series, perhaps I should focus on the ones I'm committed to. One game that I haven't gotten to yet is Dwarf Fortress. I'd really like to put this on the channel, particularly because I have a playstyle that I haven't seen anywhere else on YouTube, and it's a playstyle that I'd like to encourage. But Dwarf Fortress is a very demanding game for me, and the bulk of my playtime has been spent in 40D way back in 2008 and 2009. So I'm nowhere near as competent as I used to be, and I'd like to put some time off camera into setting up the graphics and familiarizing myself with the newish features. I'm a Dwarf Fortress purist, and so I play with no mods, utils, or any other quality of life enhancers, which further requires I practice first. Since 40D, I found it impossible to distinguish the ASCII symbols for different life forms though, so that at least I'll be installing. Basically, once Toady made it so that there are so many entities that they have to flash back and forth from one symbol to another to distinguish themselves, that's when my brain reached its interpretive capacity. My only worry with Dwarf Fortress is that if I cover RimWorld at the same time, that may be a little too much of the same thing and I might burn out. And RimWorld is the easier game of the two to play. So who knows, maybe Dwarf Fortress in 2017? Speaking of 2017, I'll be starting a new job teaching creative writing. It's a short-term gig, but I'm really looking forward to it. So that's one more reason I want to use this fall to get an organized and sustainable 4 video per day schedule, even as there are more than 4 games I want to play. The risk of covering more videos and/or working more hours is that I may have to do some more bulk recording. The bad thing about that is if I get feedback on a video, I may not be able to respond to it in the game itself for a couple days. I'm worried that if I tried to go 8 videos a day, although technically possible, I'd end up pre-recording for a week or more in advance on each game. I'm worried primarily for reasons of personal embarrassment about coming across for a full week of videos as an idiot who's making the same mistake over and over and ignoring viewer feedback. So those are my thoughts going forward, which I wanted to share. And previously, I didn't worry about that so much because I didn't feel like anybody was really watching my videos every day. But now that some people are, yeah, I want to try to be more interactive. Again, thanks for checking out the channel. That's it from me for today, and I hope you enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.